All right, if you're building something right now and it feels like you're doing everything right, but nothing's really working, the story's gonna hit home with you. Because in 1993, Lego, one of the most iconic toy companies on the planet, almost went bankrupt. And it wasn't because they stopped innovating. It was because they tried to do too much. They opened up theme parks, they launched watches, they released video games. They were omnipresent and nowhere at the same time. And then a new CEO stepped in. He made one bold decision: cut the noise, focus on the brick. And that saved the company. I'm William Stern. I took Carta from a 3-man startup to over $2 billion under management. But we almost collapsed once. Not because we were failing, but because we were chasing too many wins at once. And if you feel like you're being pulled in a dozen directions right now, this video might be the slap in the face that you actually need. So let's talk about how distraction kills entrepreneurs and how discipline brings them back. Number 1, growth isn't about more, it's about better. So here's the trap. You get a little traction in your business, clients coming in, revenue's up, and now everyone's pitching you ideas. You should launch a course. You should start a podcast. Let's build a mobile app. Well, Lego did this. They said yes to virtually everything. But growth isn't about stacking random wins. It's about deepening the one thing that you do better than everyone else. And if you think that's harsh, just wait till we get to point number 4, because I'm going to explain how we had to bleed out 5 product lines just to survive. Number 2, what's your brick? For Lego, it was simple. The core product, the simple interlocking system, was their genius. But then they forgot it until a new CEO came in and asked, what's the one thing that we can do that's better than everyone else in the world? And that question turned the whole company around. So let me ask you the same thing. What's your brick? What's the offer, the process, the result that no one else can touch? Because once you know that, you stop chasing and you start building. Number 3, shiny object syndrome is a form of escape. All right, let's be honest. Most entrepreneurs chase new ideas not because they're strategic, but because they're bored. Discipline is uncomfortable. It means sticking to the boring things that actually grow your business. But if you're jumping platform to platform, offer to offer, it's not innovation, it's avoidance. And if you've already gone too far, wait for point number 6, because I'm going to show you how to rebuild from overexpansion without losing any momentum. Number 4, build a business that you're willing to be bored in. Great businesses are not exciting every day. They're repeatable, predictable, measurable. They are boring. And that's what Lego had to relearn. And that's what we had to relearn at Cardiff. When we were chasing 5 different product lines, we looked successful, but our margins were bleeding. So once we stripped it down to one flagship model, everything changed. Now, do you want momentum? Get boring, get focused, and get consistent. Number 5, clarity gives you your power back. So when you know your brick, you stop measuring noise. You stop asking, how many likes did I get? How do we go viral? And you start tracking, did this increase CLTV? Did we reduce churn? Are margins tighter? Focus isn't sexy, but it prints money. And what happens when your team doesn't share that focus? On point number 7, I'm going to show you how to lead a culture that mirrors your discipline. Number 6, cut fast, refocus hard. Lego didn't slowly pivot. They killed the watches, they shut down the divisions, they sold off distractions. And that's what real leadership looks like. If you've overexpanded, cut fast, refocus, rebuild. It's not a failure, it's just a reset. Number 7, discipline starts with the founder. Your team mirrors your behavior. If you pivot every week, they'll scatter. If you stay calm and focused, if you're locked in on one North Star, well, they will too. Set your priorities, lock your calendar, stick to the fucking plan. You don't need more talent. You need less chaos. Number 8, constraints create creativity. Lego did more with one brick than most companies do with 500 products. Constraints don't kill innovation, they guide it. So stop asking, what else can we do? Start asking, what can we do with less, but that delivers more? It's not just efficient, it's scalable. Number 9, if you lost everything tomorrow, what's the one offer you'd rebuild first? Because that's your brick. That's your core. That's the one thing that you protect, that you perfect, and that you scale. And if you're feeling stretched thin right now, go back to the brick. Rebuild from there. Now, if this message landed for you, don't let it end there. Click here and watch the next video where I break down how a relatively small player, Zoom, absolutely destroyed Microsoft Skype. You know, it's a story about speed, simplicity, and leverage. You're gonna see how little guys win big when they don't get distracted. Let's scale smarter. Let's go.